The council chamber floated above a blue star. Its walls were carved from ancient alloys in memory. Delegates from 1,000 worlds sat in silence as light screens replayed the same. Impossible moment again, and again small yellow system, and unremarkable. Third planet Earth, the attack had been approved with boredom rather than hatred, a demonstration strike. A warning, a reminder of hierarchy fleet doctrine predicted collapse within one rotation. Human cities erased, orbital defenses shattered, surrender. Signals flooding the void, none of that happened. The first sign of error came when the forward scouts vanished. No debris, no distress, just absence. Admiral Kale of the Council Navy leaned forward as the second wave crossed the heliopause. Human transmissions filled the void. Not please, not panic, but noise, chaotic, layered noise that made no tactical sense. Music, old languages, voices laughing and arguing. Fragments of stories, signals overlapped until targeting systems began to drift. The fleet pressed on then. Earth spoke not, with one voice, with millions civilian channels, lit the dark. Individuals broadcasting from rooftops, from underground shelters, from moving vehicles. Some held cameras, some held tools. Some held nothing but defiance, the first human defense. Platform activated late by Council standards. It did not fire immediately. It moved, it shifted orbit in a way that ignored standard physics tables. Then it rammed the impact, shattered 3 Council cruisers, and pushed the platform into the star. Human transmission followed instantly. We saw you coming. We decided not to hide. Panic spread through the Council fleet. Autonomous weapons launched without coordination. Human ships rose from the atmosphere, not sleek, not uniform, but numerous converted cargo. Frames, mining vessels armored with scavenged plating, civilian craft carrying improvised emitters. They should not have worked, they did. Human targeting favored proximity. They closed distance where Council doctrine demanded standoff. They grappled. They boarded, they used mass and momentum like blunt instruments. Council destroyer was split when a human ship detonated its own drive against the hull. The pilot broadcast one sentence beforehand. Tell them we chose this. The Council expected fear. Instead, they encountered consent in Earth. The attack unified what had never fully aligned nations, dissolved into logistics rivalries, became supply lines. Arguments became production quotas. Human factories retooled in days' homes became workshops. Children sorted components, elders translated forgotten manuals. History was weaponized. Ancient conflicts were studied not for hatred, but for method. Sieges, ambushes, last stands. Humans had practiced survival against overwhelming force for their entire existence. They adapted faster than Council models could update. The Council flagship attempted planetary bombardment. It was answered by a shield built from repurposed orbital debris. Human engineers called it ugly. It held. The Council tried negotiation. A single channel opened. A calm, alien voice offered ceasefire in exchange for submission. Earth plied with 1,000 delegates speaking independently. No single authority, no central surrender. It's one message repeated across all channels. You attacked us. You do not get to decide what happens next. The Council chamber went silent as the fleet status updated. Losses climbed, retreat vectors collapsed, human ships pursued beyond expected. Admiral Kale realized the mistake then. Earth had not been pretending to be weak. Earth had been untested. The Council attempted emergency withdrawal. Human forces allowed. It barely. They followed just far enough to be seen. To be remembered. Back in the chamber, no one spoke. The attack that was meant to educate had instead instructed the Council in a brutal lesson. Humans did not fear extinction. They organized around Ayate. Junior delegate finally broke the silence, asking what punishment should be issued for the failed assault. The elder at the center did not look away from the final image, a human ship drifting, scarred but intact above its planet, broadcasting celebration and grief at the same time. Elder answered, quietly, none. We have already been judged. From that day forward, Earth was marked in Council records with a single designation: do not provoke, not because humans were the strongest, but because when attacked, they became something worse together.